Ever felt like you're missing the key to a hidden treasure? Imagine standing before a vault, knowing there's something incredible behind those doors. Something she's been dreaming of. Well, gentlemen, that vault is her G-spot, and today we're handing you the secret map that unlocks this treasure trove of pleasure. Yes, you heard that right. The G-spot, a mystical realm filled with unexplored wonders and untapped joy. But here's the kicker. Most guys fumble around cluelessly, missing out on what could be an unforgettable experience for both of you. What if I told you that with a few simple techniques and a sprinkle of confidence, you could take her to new heights of ecstasy? The secret technique women wish you knew is not just about the physical, it's about understanding, communication, and a dash of creativity. Let's face it, most people talk about the G-spot like it's the holy grail of intimacy, and that can be a bit daunting. But here's the thing. It's not as mysterious as it seems. The G-spot is simply an area on the anterior wall of the vagina, about 2 to 3 inches in, that, when stimulated correctly, can lead to incredible pleasure. So, what are you waiting for? It's time to step up your game. Step 1. Create the right environment, setting the stage for desire. The importance of setting the right environment cannot be overstated. Imagine walking into a room with harsh fluorescent lights, no music, and a cold atmosphere. It would feel uncomfortable and sterile, right? In contrast, when you walk into a space that feels warm and inviting, your mind and body naturally begin to relax. This relaxation is essential when you're about to embark on a deeply intimate experience. Psychologically, a relaxed state is key for women to fully let go during intimate moments. The mind needs to feel safe, appreciated, and cherished to allow physical arousal to take full effect. Creating an environment with soft lighting, soothing music, and perhaps even some luxurious fabrics or warm blankets can trigger sensory cues that calm the nervous system. When the brain isn't preoccupied with external distractions, it can focus entirely on the sensations happening in the moment. This heightened focus increases sensitivity, making the experience far more intense for her. Step 2. Communication is essential. Build trust and connection. When it comes to intimacy, communication is often seen as the unsung hero. But it's not just about verbal exchange, it's about the deeper emotional signals that make her feel understood and valued. Many men make the mistake of assuming they know what will feel good based on past experiences or general tips they've heard. However, every woman's body reacts differently, and showing an active interest in what she likes creates a foundation of trust. Asking her, "Does this feel good?" or "Would you like it softer or harder?" does more than just enhance the physical experience. It also communicates that you respect her needs and boundaries. Women who feel heard and respected are more likely to fully engage in the moment. The emotional bond created through this kind of communication makes the experience far more intimate, as it shifts from being a purely physical act to a collaborative journey of pleasure. Step 3. The approach, unraveling the mystery of her body. The journey to the G-spot should feel like an exploration, not a rush to the finish line. Starting slowly allows you both to become more attuned to each other's rhythms. This moment isn't just about applying pressure or stimulation. It's about discovering how her body reacts to touch in different areas. By using gentle exploratory motions, you're building anticipation and tuning into her unique physical responses. The approach here is about more than just technique. It's about creating a sense of wonder and discovery. When you approach her body with curiosity and patience, it allows both of you to slow down and enjoy the nuances of every sensation. This is not a race, but a deep exploration of her pleasure. Taking your time here builds trust and creates a deeper emotional connection, which enhances the physical pleasure exponentially. Step 4. Angle matters. Precision unlocks new sensations. Hitting the G-spot isn't just about technique, but also about finding the right angle. This step requires an awareness of how your body interacts with hers. Elevating her hips or shifting your angle might feel like small adjustments, but they can make a significant difference in how she experiences the sensation. Think of this like fine-tuning a musical instrument. A slight adjustment in position can completely change the sound and resonance. The same principle applies here. Sometimes the difference between average stimulation and intense pleasure is just a few inches of movement. Paying attention to her body language and how she responds to each position will help guide you toward that perfect angle. Step 5. Vary your technique. Keep her guessing. Routine is the enemy of excitement. While a steady rhythm can be pleasurable, varying your technique keeps the experience exciting and unpredictable. The G-spot is a highly sensitive area, and switching up your approach helps maintain that sense of anticipation. The come here motion is effective, but alternating with circular motions, changing the speed, or experimenting with different types of pressure keeps the experience fresh and engaging. There's a psychological element to this as well. When someone doesn't know what's coming next, it heightens their anticipation, making every sensation more intense. By keeping her guessing, you maintain a heightened level of excitement throughout the experience, ensuring she's constantly on the edge of pleasure. Step 6. Dual stimulation, the power of combination. The G-spot and clitoris are like the perfect duo when it comes to pleasure. Stimulating both areas simultaneously can lead to a kind of sensory overload in the best way possible. When both are engaged, her body experiences a convergence of sensations that can lead to incredibly powerful orgasms. From a biological perspective, the clitoris has over 8,000 nerve endings, making it one of the most sensitive areas of the body. Combining G-spot stimulation with clitoral engagement creates a dynamic where multiple areas of her brain are activated, amplifying the overall experience. This also takes the focus away from just one area, allowing for a more holistic approach to her pleasure. Step 7. Timing. Build the tension. Building tension is an art form. It's easy to want to rush ahead and get to the most intense parts of the experience, but there's something incredibly powerful about prolonging the build-up. As you stimulate her, pay attention to her body language. The goal here is to create an irresistible tension, where each touch, each moment of anticipation brings her closer to her climax. The longer you can draw this out, the more intense the final release will be. Anticipation heightens arousal, and the more you tease her body with what's coming, the more her desire will build. This delayed gratification is what makes the final moments so explosive. Step 8. Be attentive. Her body will tell you everything. Women's bodies communicate through subtle signals during moments of arousal. Whether it's a slight arch of her back, a shift in her breathing, or a soft moan, these signs give you all the information you need to gauge her pleasure. Being attentive to these signals is crucial for adjusting your technique as you go. When you're deeply in tune with her body language, it creates a sense of synchronization between you two. This synchronization is not only essential for her pleasure, but also builds a deeper emotional connection where you're no longer just partners in the act, but fully immersed in each other's experience. Step 9. Explore together. Create a shared journey. Encouraging her to take an active role in guiding you adds another layer of intimacy. By allowing her to lead, she feels empowered, which enhances her pleasure. It also takes the pressure off of you to perform, transforming the experience into a shared exploration rather than a one-sided effort. This approach turns the experience into a collaborative discovery. When she takes the lead, she can show you exactly what works best for her, making it easier for you to replicate those techniques in the future. It also shows her that you trust and respect her knowledge of her own body, which deepens the emotional bond. Step 10. Aftercare. Strengthening the emotional bond. Aftercare is the secret ingredient that turns a pleasurable experience into an unforgettable one. It's in these moments of post-intimacy that emotional connection solidifies. Taking time to cuddle, talk, or simply enjoy each other's presence shows her that your interest extends beyond the physical. This kind of attention fosters trust and intimacy, strengthening the bond between you. For many women, the emotional connection after sex is just as important as the act itself. Aftercare ensures that she feels valued, respected, and emotionally fulfilled, which can make future encounters even more rewarding. This step is often overlooked, but it can turn a good experience into something truly profound. Conclusion: the journey is the reward. Unlocking the G-spot is about more than just physical technique. It's a journey that requires understanding, communication, and emotional connection. By following these steps, you're not just delivering physical pleasure, you're creating a deeply intimate experience that will leave her feeling cherished, respected, and fulfilled.